You can either close your eyes or focus on a fixed point. And then start to take some deep breaths. Noticing the breath all the way down in the lower belly. And start to notice the body is wanting to make small adjustments. Just see if you can hold it still. And then see if you can commit to staying this still for the entire session. And if you notice that you are moving slightly, just try to focus on being still. It can be a little bit uncomfortable if you're not used to it. A bit of a restless energy can start to form. That doesn't mean that anything's wrong. That is normal. But we want to be able to feel that restless energy while still trying to keep the body still and only moving the body if we're in pain. Just start to check in with the body. Bring some awareness to it. Notice how it's feeling on their painful parts. Contractions. Very subtle tightening. Thumbs. Maybe some tingling. We need to understand it. We're just bringing awareness to what is already here. We're just checking in with the body. And then see if you can just, on the out breath, just try and relax the body just a little bit more each time. Breathing out and just trying to relax and soften and be still. Bit by bit, the body will let go and relax. We want the body to be still and relaxed. But we want our focus to be sharp, not sleepy. And now we just shift our awareness to the emotional state. Just noticing what's happening. We're not trying to do anything with it. It's not the time for processing emotions, trying to interpret them. You're just noticing what's already there. Might be conflicting emotions, happy and sad at the same time. Might be a little bit of fear. We're just there, we're just noticing. Checking in with the emotional state. No need to fight any of this, even if it's uncomfortable. It doesn't help to fight it. It's allowed to be there. Depression is allowed to be there. Anxiety is allowed to be there. Whatever your experience right now, it's perfect just as it is. We just feel it. We just notice it. Start to bring some awareness to the mind. Checking in, let's see where we're at. Mind might be busy, telling lots of stories, be singing a song, having a conversation with itself. Might be fear thoughts, might be anxious thoughts. Thoughts of doubt. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Maybe I'm not actually going through an awakening. Maybe I'm never going to wake up. It's all just thinking. It's just conditioning. No thought is better than another. They're all equal. We just notice the thinking. There it is, mind doing what mind does automatically. Have no control over it. Conditioned response to what's happening, to the words I'm saying. It's triggering a response to your internal world and your emotional state. It's triggering a response from the mind. It's trying to interpret it. It's trying to make sense of it. That's okay. That's what mind does. It's not wrong. It's a function. It's a tool. And we just notice that we can be aware of mind. We have the ability to be aware, to be the witness of these thoughts. Although we might get pulled into them sometimes, it's going to happen. You may get hooked on one from time to time. It's okay. It's to be expected. And when you notice you've got lost again, just come back and remember, I'm witnessing the thoughts. I can witness them. And I stay in this position of witnessing the thoughts. You may notice when you're in this witnessing position, you might get hooked on a lot less thoughts, a lot less of the thinking. Over time, we learn how to keep navigating, finding our way back to this position as awareness, witnessing the content of thinking. We get more proficient at it, get a feel for it over time, until it becomes automatic. Initially, when new to this practice, we just want to notice that we have this ability to witness the thoughts. We can be the witnessing of the thoughts. We don't have to be lost in the thoughts. We can get a sense of distance from the thoughts, from the thinking. And with that, we get hooked less. And so we suffer less. Because the suffering is in the identification with the thoughts. When we latch on and we believe the thought, we believe what it's saying is true, and we believe we're a separate person that is talking. It's very innocent. That is the trance that we're trying to break. That's what awakening is all about. Leaving in separation. We start to see that with a little bit of focus and attention, we don't have to keep falling for those thoughts. We can be the witness of the thoughts. You might like to picture that you're in an audience watching a play. You're witnessing the play. You're watching it happen. You're noticing it happen. You're aware of the play. And in the play, instead of people, there are your thoughts. Come on stage. They go out a wing. Another one comes in. Goes out. And you just stay witnessing the play, witnessing your thoughts. The movement of consciousness is what you're witnessing. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing sinister. Just a movement of consciousness. Just conditioning. We see if we can stay as the audience member witnessing the content. And we stay as awareness, witnessing the thoughts. As we rest as awareness, as the witnessing of the thoughts, might be nice to check in here. Get to know this a little better. We can explore this awareness that we are, that we have access to. Does it have any solidity to it? Any substance to it? Can I find in my own direct experience now any solidity to this? I look for it. Because I can feel that I exist, that something exists here, and it's conscious because it is able to be aware of the thoughts. But is there any sense of solidity to this alive awareness that is here? Can I find it? As I rest in this position of awareness, what happens to the storyline of the me? Is it as important as it was before? Am I suffering in the same way as before? Does it give me some relief? And peace? And distance from the suffering and the personal story? And this awareness that I am, that I can access, does it ever go away? Do I know I can focus on it like we're doing now? Or sometimes I'm not focused on it and I'm lost in the storyline. But does that mean that it goes anywhere? Can I see if I can find out? Where would it go? If you get lost in the thoughts, just realign with being the witnessing. That's right, I can witness these thoughts. I'm watching a play. Just the movement, energy, consciousness. They're not important, just conditioning. And I can stay here, grounded in my being, where there are no problems. And there's no personal suffering. I can actually use a little bit of focus to stay here. And if I get lost, I can find my way back here, where I can relax and just be at peace.